Hi, it's Venture Nerd, and in this video I'll talk about the transformations, why I did not like the transformations in Dragon Ball Super. Now, I'm not hitting on Dragon Ball Super. I think I like it more than Dragon Ball GT, but it has some flaws, and one of the flaws are the transformations, right? If you notice the transformations in Dragon Ball Super, if you notice, like for example, Super Saiyan Blue, it's just basically Super Saiyan with blue hair. If you look at when Goku fought Beerus, Super Saiyan God mode, it was basically Goku with red hair. If you look at when Goku fought Jiren in the second time, and he activated the Ultra Instinct mode, he basically had gray hair, right? Says also interest. So you can see the common theme in the transformations, all basically a change in hair color. So it's most likely that the future transformation, Dragon Ball Super, will be most likely a different color, hair color. So it most likely would be, maybe purple or orange or green. These transformations that we've seen so far in Dragon Ball Super are, in my opinion, are lazy. It's just a change in hair color. What the author should have done is not just change the color of hair, but change the appearance of change the change his. They should change the appearance of the character when the character goes through a transformation. Maybe perhaps changing his body, perhaps having maybe some horns or having a tail, for instance. As much as you can argue against, not just most people hate Dragon Ball GT, you got to be honest with yourself and say, the Super Saiyan 4 is a far better looking transformation than what we see in Dragon Ball Super. At least he had a tail. At least had some fur on his body. At least some hairdo was different. I mean, at least it was an attempt to make it something different. In Dragon Ball Super, there's no attempt. It's just change in hair color. They should have changed his body. The author should have changed the body and changed his hairdo, or so on and so on. What the author could have done is look at other animes and look at the transformation of other animes and use that as inspiration for Dragon Ball Super. For instance, he could look as an example, look at Vastro Lord Ichigo, Hollow Ichigo. I'll send the image in the description below. But Vastro Lord Ichigo, Hollow Ichigo. Remember the scene where this Arankar punctured. His name started with a Yulucor. I can't say its name, but basically punctured Ichigo. And when she heard, I think her name was the Orange Woman, with orange hair in Bleach. It was I think Oihimi. I forgot her name, but basically when he heard her cry, he basically told himself, "Get up, get up," and eventually he stand up and turned into this hollow, full-fledged hollow with horns. So I think everyone knows that. See, that is by far the best-looking transformation I've seen in anime so far. And I think that author should have used that as an inspiration for the Dragon Ball Super. In fact, having the Super transformation look more hollow, that'd be cool. Another inspiration that the author could use is using version 2 Naruto, or version 2 Tailed Beast mode in Naruto, right? So, for example, when Killer B fought Kasame, the swordsman in the Mist Village, he's an ex-member of the Mist Village, and he was also the partner of Partachi, and he had the sword that absorbed chakra. I mean, when he fought him, right? When Killer B fought him, remember Hachibi told Killer B to turn version 2, and so he turned into this. You could see his whole body all filled with red chakra. He basically looked like the mini Hachibi. That's version 2. Another example, version 2 is when Naruto fought Orochimaru in Naruto Shippuden, right? He basically his whole body was filled with red chakra. It was basically a mini QB. He had 4 tails. Another example, that's another example, version 2. Another example was when, when Pain killed Hinata, and Naruto got so mad he turned into a mini, his whole body was turning red chakra, and he had he had a skeleton surround him. That's another example of version 2, but this time at 6 tails. So you could see you could see that when the Jinchuriki's body is filled with red chakra, red chakra, like Killer Bee and Naruto, until Naruto and Killer Bee, they had all that red chakra surrounding him. And you saw also with when the Edo Tensei Jinchurikis fought Hachibi, they all turned into that. They all were covered with the red chakra, right? And they basically turned into the mini tail beast. That's version 2. That could be used. That version 2 form could be used as inspiration for the future Dragon Ball Super transformation. In fact, that would be a better look. That would be better than that would be a good try. Those would be good inspiration for the transformations in Dragon Ball Super. But the author didn't choose to. It's choose so. A lot of authors choose to copy Super Saiyan mode in their Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball Z in their anime, like Kishimoto. Naruto used Super Saiyan with Naruto's QB mode, his new QB mode, right? Not he saw that, or a lot of, or for example, I saw Gear 4, and that looked to me like more like that inspiration came from Gear. Was it Gear 4? Came from actually Super Saiyan 4. It looked just like Super Saiyan 4, except without the tail. So most of the authors are using Dragon Ball Z as an inspiration for their anime. The author should do the same thing, and especially looking at Vastro Ichigo, Hall Ichigo, and what is it called, and version 2 as inspirations for the transformations for Dragon Ball Super. But all I didn't like was the Dragon Ball Super. That all it was a hair change color. It's really lazy. I'm not bad mouthing Dragon Ball Super. I just think that the transformations are not great, but otherwise it's a good, enjoyable anime. I liked it, enjoyed it. I just didn't like the transformations. So I hope you like this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video, and hit the notification bell as well, so you can see more of my videos. Thank you so much.